Does the timing of hormone replacement therapy matter? A lot of women are aware that if you start too early, there might be some associated risk because you add extra time of using the hormone on top of your own hormonal production that you had during your lifetime. And that's pretty much what the general consensus is. The earlier you start, the higher the risk, because women who start early puberty and have late menopause have higher risk of estrogen-dependent cancers. So if you start too early, there might be a problem because you start too early, you have your own hormones, you put hormones on top of your hormones, it creates an excess that could be a problem. If you start too late, well, what's too late? It's 6 months too late, it's 1 year too late, 2 years or 5 years or 10 years. We know for sure that 10 years is too late because there was a study released in 2020 that showed that women who on average spend a decade or more in menopause, if you restart or start hormone treatment, it's actually increasing the risk for cardiovascular events, for dementia, for heart attack. Now, there's a lot of naysayers to that study, and I'm one of them as well, that argue that the type of hormones that were given to women, the progestin, the oral estrogen, which was not really estrogen, was horse estrogen with estrone mainly, not really any estradiol in it, was not the right hormone, was given the wrong way. So probably that's what increased the chance of these problems. Now, the key issue from that study is that selecting women too late into menopause, it will negate some of the benefits that you're hoping to get. What got pushed into the background was that those women had better osteoporosis, and they had an improvement in arthritis, and the overall mortality in that group did not change compared to the group who didn't receive any hormones. So overall, there are benefits to estrogen, regardless of how late you started. And my mom was my first patient. She was 72, she's 89, going strong, and she's been on hormones for 17 years now. And I didn't think she was too late because any estrogen is better than no estrogen. That is my motto. And any estrogen later in life is better than no estrogen at all later in life. That's another one of my mottos. So what is the optimal timing? Well, ideally, personally, I wanted to wait 8 months. I wanted to see what menopause felt like in my body. I wasn't convinced and I wasn't sure that I needed hormones. And many women feel the same way. And I'm a smart doctor, educated, I understand all the consequences of low hormones, and I still went 8 months with not hot flashes, I didn't have that problem, but I had poor sleep, I was tired, I was hungover, kind of feeling, even though I wasn't drinking, I was irritable, testy, annoying, and annoyed. And that did not go well with me. I gained weight.